Yeah, yeah. Well, very nice. Like, I mean, that was perfect execution from Nexlux. I don't even know if I could nitpick any mistake he made. I mean, Name even
He's
had
won.
the nice Ling spread, and
Yeah.
didn't matter. The Banelings just came in at the perfect time. That's something I really wish I knew how to do. I'd like to learn that one day, because
Well, I mean, step one, you make a pool, and then you make a gas, and then you make a baling nest, and then you go, and that's kind of it.
well, you need the micro as well, which Nexlux obviously has over me at this case. Anyway, we got game three on Overgrowth, and this is going to be epic. So we have in the bottom left corner of Overgrowth just lost a game to even the series at 1-1. It's a Teal Zerg player name.
And towards the top right of Overgrowth, the darker blue Zerg. Oh god, Nexlux. I thought for a moment he was going for a seven pool because his drone was a little bit late, and they've both gone up to 10 drones again.
I wonder if blue is like Nexlux's 10 pool color.
I mean, let's see if he makes an overlord. We got it again. Oh yes. So we had a 40-minute game one, and the Nexlux is like, screw this. I'm going back to my roots. That's how Nexlux likes to play.
Hmm.
And he's doing it again in game three. That's a really weird pool positioning. He's doing it again in game three so far. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and the best thing about that is he can find out nice and quick if he's going to win or if he's going to lose. So might as well do
Yeah.
it again here. Now the issue though is Name just got hit right in the face with that build, so it's
And
fresh in
Name's
his
doing the
mind right.
same. He's gone, sorry to cut you off, he's gone 13 gas, and he's going to go for a 12 pool.
Yeah, and I like that. That's a lot better than the 14, 15, or whatever he did in game two,
It was
because
14-13. It's not that much different.
okay, well it's a little bit faster and it's going to get the
Yeah.
leads out quicker. We'll see here. The overlords are crossing paths here, and Name is probably about 30 seconds away from figuring out what's going to happen to him again.
Yeah, so Nexlux is going to pull one of the drones off of gas here and make a baning nest with it, I would imagine. Any second now? No, he's going to go for the speed instead by the looks of this. So that's a slightly different variant. Yeah, he's getting the queen out as well, and he's pulling out a gas. So he is going to opt for the speed instead. So how does that change things up? I think it evens out the. This is a second gas. Name what? Oh,
Oh,
right, he forgot to.
I was looking at that too. I'm like, what are we going to see here? Now, I think this favors Name, actually, the fact that Nexlux is
Yeah,
skipping the Baneling Nest, because I think Name is going to get the Baneling Nest. And we're probably going to see it very soon here. We're at the 50 gas mark. There. Oh,
yeah, he's pulled
nope.
the one gas off. Oh,
There it
no,
is.
yeah, here we go.
Yeah. And
I
now,
think this definitely favors Name.
yeah, I mean, the speed timing is only just like 3 seconds faster for Nexlux. So the Lings are
Hmm.
out now. He's going to be able to defend this, and Nexlux not going to be able to do anything. I mean, unless he was expanding behind this, then he's
Which
put
he's
himself
not.
pretty. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He's pretty far behind now. I mean, Nexlux
I
is
mean,
not even.
both players have the grand total of, I believe, yeah, 13 drones. But Nexlux is going to have a much better mineral income because all of them are on minerals. Actually, they are for Name as well. So this, yeah, Name can afford one Baneling, but he's definitely taken a much better engagement in the Ling battles so far. Being, yeah, he hasn't lost a unit, so can't
Almost
fault that.
was trying to pick off that Overlord. That would have been huge in this type of situation, but luckily for Nexlux, it gets away. Now, the Lings are moving across the map here. Nexlux is making a spine crawler. He's making some Lings, and Name is droning up behind this. And I kind of like that decision because he knows he's in a good spot. But that's a nice amount of Lings for Nexlux out on the map, and Name spotted it with the Overlord, so he's going to pull back. And all he needs is a couple money Baneling hits here to clean this up.
Well, we've got a couple of Banelings. Let's see if they are the money Banelings. I mean, Nexlux does have the Spine Crawler, indicating he maybe wants to be more defensive here. But that being said, I think he has to attack, what with the frantic droning that Name's been doing. And that was his downfall nearly in game one.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see how this goes in game two. But, oh my
Oh,
goodness. Yeah,
okay. Nicely done by
nice.
Nexlux there. He's going to go ahead and... Oh, I don't know. He's... Okay, yeah. He's going to get a
Three
nice
for
trick.
one. It's okay. Yeah, he's looking for that last Baneling. I think he's going to get it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh,
Well, if he
no.
surrounds it with all those lings, he'll get it. No, that Baneling stays alive, and Yeah, what I mean, finally the Baneling Nest coming down for Nexlux here, and I don't even know what to say at this point because
I think Name is definitely at an advantage. They both kind of tried to do the same thing, but Nexlux did it with less drones. I much would have preferred to see the 10-tool Baneling. Oh, that was a pretty explosive hit there. But Name does have the natural coming down, so he has a transition now. Name is going to be in it for the longer game. Nexlux has to get something done with these lings.
the Baneling getting a pretty nice hit there. That queen is going to stay alive, I'm pretty sure. Oh, and he gets the queen. That's actually pretty painful for Name. Luckily, his second one just about to finish here, but he's not going to have one for his natural in some time. But he cleans up all the lings. And yeah, I mean, he's got the drone lead right now, and Nexlux is coming with all these lings again. He's going to try to get even more damage done. I don't know. I mean, he's got so many more lings that I think he has potential, but we have 3 more banelings coming in for Name to try to defend this. And I mean, this natural is pretty easy to defend with banelings when you look at it like this. Nice trade. I'd say Name likes that trade. 4 for 1 is pretty good.
Yeah, can he get the cocoon now? He can't quite get the cocoon, but Nexlux has his own banelings coming in, and he is going to get the queen, but these... Oh, that's a huge trade.
Yeah, nice job by
trade for Name.
Name lost another queen, though, and the ling count is pretty even here. I think... Oh, Nexlux won that by a much larger margin than I expected, but the spines are up here. So we have this happening again, which is pretty much the same thing that happened in game number 1. And I love it. I mean, the only issue I have with it is that I don't really know how to cast it. So I'm just like, oh,
I mean, stuff explodes and you just get hyped over it, and it's great. I mean, I think Name is going to be... The longer this game goes on, the better it is for Name, right? Because Nexlux has no hatchery and Name does. Even though Name has absolutely 0 income from this hatchery, it's an opportunity, as he just did, to build extra queens. It's creep for him to put spine crawlers on. Even this spine crawler has like terminal cancer at this stage. And it's future mining that's going to be something that Nexlux doesn't have. I mean, he still doesn't have this expansion. He is trying to move his drone down somehow. The queen's blocking a bit, but he is going to expand, but it's so late in comparison to Name's expansion.
And that's right in Name's Overlord's vision, so he understands what's going on here. He knows he's going to have some time to drone up. Oh, there's a bit of an explosion there. But yeah, this
nice hit by Name there. He went for the 2 for 3. He got a 2 for 2 instead, which is reasonable, all things considered. But Name, he has been droning as much as he can during all this. It's the 10-minute mark and he's at 21 drones. I mean, this is the kind of ZDZs that sometimes you get. Where it's like someone just decides to roll a dice and that's how many drones you're going to have. But that's a pretty nice hit there from Nexlux with those banelings. That being said, you do need 3 to kill the cocoons.
Yeah, and I think Name was okay with that because he knows he's got roaches coming out, and this is an amazing transition for Name. I think he just needs to get a handful more. I mean, he's got the second gas down in the natural that he could be saturating, but not too important right now because he's still got about 160 gas to pour into these roaches. But once he gets that nice number of roaches that he wants, Nexlux isn't going to be able to do anything to him. I mean, Lair is like... not even a twinkle in Nexlux's eye right now. He doesn't care about Lair.
I don't think it should be in Names either. I mean, even this Evo chamber is a little bit much because even if Name just takes like an unfavorable trade all of a sudden, he's investing in things that he can't really, deal with. I mean, just having roaches over Nexlux is nice enough. But
yeah, but I don't think he is going to go to Lair. I don't think he expects to take an unfavorable trade at this point. I mean, the only way that that can happen is if Nexlux had roaches out before him, or if he got surrounded out in the middle of the map or something. But he's even got banelings to help protect against that. So I have a feeling that Lair might not even come into this game.
It may not be relevant, yeah. Nexlux has had a pretty hefty supply block as well for the past minute or so, only just getting off of that 36. So, with his Roach Warren just finishing, he is going to be able to... Did he just finish a Roach Warren? He did, but he opted for Zergling. So it's a bit of a confusing choice there. I'd really like to see some Roaches come out here.
These banelings are going to cut off... Oh, those drones are lucky they turned around. Oh! Alright, Name wants an even bigger explosion. Well, he got the same amount, 4. And now he's running in with roaches. He's running in with speedlings. No banelings on the way for Nexlux. These roaches are pretty strong here. There's only 3 of them. They're going to get surrounded here, but they're going to take out quite a few drones on their way to wherever.
Oh my god! That
minutes
is
ago when they died.
that is so risky running Lings towards Cocoon. You'd have no idea when they're going to hatch. I mean, I
Yeah.
think Nexlux could have held that, to be honest. He had a lot of lava, and he had enough of a bank to produce maybe 6 to 8 roaches off of that bank, and he chose to make Zerglings. I think maybe he didn't realize his roach warren had finished.
It's a possibility, and a lot of the times, like Zerg players, when they're in panic mode, it's just like Zerglings. You know, well,
Hmm.
not that. Well, I mean, it's something that I've done in the past anyway, so
Yeah,
maybe other
that's
people
true.
do it. But anyway, we got a third base down for name. He's got a nice drone count here, fully saturated on 2 bases. Lair is finished. Roach speed halfway done, plus 1 attack going to be done as well. And I mean, we got this engagement happening in the middle of the map, and Name's going to clean that up. And then
Yeah,
probably
this
just
looks
go
to be the nail in the coffin. Yeah, Nexlux does have a little bit of a fantasy GG timing sometimes, so this game might go on a little bit longer. But did I say name? I meant to say Nexlux, but well, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, name is gonna have the overwhelming amount of roaches. The tech is in his favor. The base count is in his favor. It's just gonna be a case of when does Nexlux want to tap out? I
Well,
believe.
probably as soon as he sees Roach speed, which is right now. I
Yeah.
mean, he can't
Right.
engage against roaches with speed when he doesn't have speed. Drones being pulled off the line, they just melt. And there's the GG. Wow, that was just crazy.
Why can't all ZVZ series be like that?
Yeah, well, like we said before, Nexlux is still in this tournament. He's not out because he dropped that series. He's going to go down to the losers bracket now and face whoever he ends up getting matched up with. And that was, I mean, in terms of ZVZ, like that's what people talk about when they say, you know, the crazy Ling Bane early game stuff. You don't really get to see it that nuts that often, but I mean, we got to see it, and I'm super happy about that.
Yeah, that's the kind of ZVZ that you love watching, but you absolutely hate playing. You're like, oh my god, I
Mhm.
please don't get a bad bailing hit, because then all of a sudden you just lose the game instantly. But
Yeah, but the thing
well,
is,
as we
like,
saw in game two.
yeah, and they were hitting each other with Ling Bane for minutes at a time, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and none of them died. So the fact that they were that good at it against each other just made it so awesome. If that English makes any sense, because